All right, let's move on and talk about the other big headline that emerged from Karnataka, where you're seeing a starry showdown that's playing out in the state between Sandalwood, Kannada film industry stars, and the Karnataka government. And Rashmika Mandanna has also been dragged into this entire controversy. Now, the low attendance at the Bengaluru International Film Festival is what sparked a showdown, in fact, with Deputy Chief Minister D.K. Shivkumar lashing out at the film industry. Then you had a Congress MLA accusing Rashmika Mandanna of deliberately skipping the event, claiming she was invited and chose not to be there because she believes, according to him, that she's too big now and so has insulted Kannadigas. But sources close to Rashmika have denied these claims, saying that she didn't receive any invite, so there was no question of her attending this event. The Congress MLA, Ganga here, has claimed that's not true. Rashmika was invited and she refused to attend the event. Remember, all of this stems from the fact that D.K. Shivkumar had lashed out at the Kannada film industry over the low turnout of Kannada actors at the Bengaluru International Film Festival. He even shot off a warning to these actors, saying that he will tighten the screws on them if needed.
I stand for my statement. Nimige means ಯಾರು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಅಧಿಕೃತವಾಗಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಕಳೆದ ಚಲನಚಿತ್ರೋತ್ಸವಕ್ಕೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರುವಂಥ ಆಹ್ವಾನ ಪತ್ರಿಕೆಯನ್ನು ಅಧಿಕೃತವಾಗಿ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಬಿಡುಗಡೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮುಂದೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಅವರ್ ಚಾಲೆಂಜ್. ಈ ಮಂಡಾಟ ಆಡೋದು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಈಗ ನಾವು ಅನುಷ್ಕಾ ಶೆಟ್ಟಿ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡಲ್ಲ, ಶಿಲ್ಪಾ ಶೆಟ್ಟಿ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡಲ್ಲ. ಅವರು ಕನ್ನಡ ಸಿನಿಮಾ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿಯಿಂದ ಬೆಳೆದು ಹಿಂದಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಅವರು ಹಿಂದಿ ನಮ್ಮ ನೆಲದ ಹೆಣ್ಮಕ್ಳು, ಬಟ್ ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಬೆಳೆದು ಅಲ್ಲೇ ದೊಡ್ಡವರಾಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವ್ರು ಕನ್ನಡಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದಾಗ ಒಂದೆರಡು ಸಿನಿಮಾ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
Rashmika Mandanna is as entitled as Ravi Ganiga to choose where to go and where not to go. I also feel the language is perhaps inappropriate. Rashmika Mandanna is well within her right to participate in a particular program, whether it is a state program or a private program. It is her choice. I do not think anybody should be interfering in her right to choose where she should be.
Artists, they are not Congress party slavers. वो स्लेवर्स नहीं है, आर्टिस्ट है. आर्टिस्ट है, उसको भी स्वतंत्रता है, स्वाभिमान है. कांग्रेस पार्टी आर्डर करता है, आदेश करना पड़ता है. ऐसा डेमोक्रेसी में नहीं होता है.
देखिए, कलाकार जो हैं, कलाकारों का जो हमारे शास्त्रों में आप देख लीजिए, चाहे वो इंद्र हो या चाहे अर्जुन हो, उन्होंने भी कला की विद्या ली थी. तो कलाकारों के साथ हमेशा ईश्वर होते हैं. कलाकारों की जो है वो देवी सरस्वती होती हैं, देवी होती हैं. तो ऐसा नहीं है कि आप कोई किसी का स्क्रू अगर ढीला और टाइट करने के चक्कर में होगा तो आपको पता है कि उनकी रक्षा के लिए भी विष्णु का भी जन्म होता है. तो कोई ना कोई हमें बचाएंगे, ऐसा नहीं है.
And here's an exclusive conversation that we had with Kannada actor, former MP Divya Spandana, or Ramya as she is called popularly, where she agreed with the Karnataka Deputy Chief Minister D.K. Shivkumar that people in the film industry also had a responsibility towards their culture and language. Here's an excerpt of that exclusive.
Join me now is Karnataka superstar actress Divya Spandana, or Ramya here. Ramya, you have tweeted as well as posted on Instagram on your account as well about the whole controversy, or may I say the issue with the Kannada film industry and the Karnataka government today, especially with the Congress party. You said that you backed the Deputy Chief Minister partially. What's your take on the whole issue?
Look, I think I agree with D.K. Shivkumar sir when he said that, actors must speak up, right, for causes. And I think it's my personal opinion. I think it is imperative for us as actors to, lend our voices to any cause that we may believe in. But I don't think the way he said it, and I think the threat, I think that came with it, I think didn't go down well with people. I don't think he actually meant it, but then that's for him to clarify. But yeah, that's where I agree with him and that's where I disagree with the statement that he made.
One of the MLAs has attacked Rashmika Mandanna, saying that it's time to teach them a lesson. Isn't it taking too far?
Yeah, I think that's a bit much, and I think Rashmika of late has become a soft target for everyone here in Karnataka. She often gets trolled and bullied for the things that she says, for not speaking in Kannada, or for saying that her home is in Hyderabad. I think we really need to give that girl a break and just let her be. And I think that, especially as politicians, and I think when you make statements like, oh, she said she doesn't know where Karnataka is and she does not want to come to an event, you're actually, getting people to troll her even more. And I think as much as possible, we should try and refrain, especially when you're in a position of power and where you can influence people. You should use it to actually maybe criticize someone in a more positive way, or to sort of, say something nice. I don't think you should lead people into trolling others. I don't think that's a nice thing to do.
Do you think it's unfair for the government or the elected representatives to force the actors to attend an event or take a stand on certain issues, especially during the make? Yeah, please go on.
Forcing anyone is not okay, but I do think as responsible citizens, I think we must speak up, and it doesn't matter whether you're right-leaning or left-leaning or, you're a centrist. I think it's because you are in a position of power and you can use it for like the greater good, so why not, right? And I think conversations, dialogues are so important to defend democracy. So I think actors must. But unfortunately, like I also said in my post, like I have friends in the industry who, when we speak one-on-one, they're very vocal about their opinions and things like that. But they stop themselves from doing it publicly because, they get trolled, and then you have like IT and ED, and then their endorsements get affected, their work gets affected. So I think they don't want to, I won't say they don't have the courage. I think they're afraid to do it because, for some people, this is their bread and butter, right? They can't afford to sacrifice their career for a political opinion. So I think, sadly, that's the case. And therefore, I think actors hesitate to come forward and speak up.